Hey guys, my name is Paul Brumbaugh and you're on the edge. I'm sheltering in place. I'm not wearing a mask. Why? Because I'm at home. I'm at home and I'm talking to one of my good friends. Only get to see this guy once a year, and I just needed to see him a little bit more than once a year. Joining us all the way from Fresno, California, it's Jim Tomlinson. Jim, what up, buddy?
Hi guys.
Hey, what's happening, man?
You know what? I'm just enjoying life. Not really, but such is life at this moment.
I agree. There's a lot of things happening. Have you been sheltering in place?
Oh, definitely. I had to. I have my 92-year-old ex-wife's mother living with us. I live with my ex-wife.
Okay.
It's
Wow.
it's kind of like it's
That's
kind of like
interesting.
being married. You get yelled at and you still don't have sex.
That's what I was going to say.
Same
It's
thing.
just like being married. Nothing's changed.
No,
That's great.
no.
But that must be a challenge having a 92-year-old
Yeah.
in the house. By the way, I'm drinking a beer because it's a hot day here in Hayward, California.
It's hotter here in Fresno.
There you go. You got your Sierra Nevada. I got my Leffe. Leffe? I don't know. You guys tell me how to say it. Little blonde Belgian. Last time I had a blonde Belgian, it didn't come in a bottle. It just came. So,
Oh, lucky
oh,
you.
hey, there it goes.
I had to pay mine.
I had to pay double price. So I'm enjoying a nice cold beer. It's Friday afternoon. It's hotter than hell. Yeah, but that must be hard. 92-year-old, and you got to keep her safe.
Yeah. And she's going through a little dementia and stuff, and but she's safer here than anywhere else.
Yeah, my parents
Yeah,
are getting up there too. They're only in their late 70s, mid to late 70s. And my father's starting to show signs of early Alzheimer's.
yeah,
And so it's a struggle. It's really hard. Now she's 92. That's wow. That's really hard to deal with. So has she been how is she doing? I
she's
guess
doing good. At Easter, we had her hide her own eggs, so that worked out for her.
you had her
She
what?
can hide her own eggs.
Hide her
Easter
own
eggs.
eggs for Easter.
Yeah.
She couldn't find them afterwards. What was I doing? Eggs. What's
But
going on
boom.
here? All right. Okay. So interesting. There you go. And
Yeah.
um, now we see each other once a year in the mid-September because of Comedy Day. Comedy Day has
Comedy day.
been a staple of my life for a decade. I think that's where I met you. It was a good 10 years ago.
I've been
Uh,
doing it this year. Our 40th anniversary would be my 35th year of working.
wow.
Yeah.
So you started off when they were at the band show.
The band shell, the last year of the band shell.
Really?
Comedy Day started in 1981,
Right.
and I started on the 5th anniversary of that show. So
And that's exciting because some of those band shell ones, that's really kind of the heyday. The first 5-7 years of that event had people that we all know and love now.
yeah.
Robin
Yeah.
Williams, Bobcat Goldthwait,
Oh, sure.
Dave Chapelle, all
Dave
those
Chappelle was
people, Ellen
actually a little later on.
DeGeneres, all those people.
Yeah. Kip Adada.
Kip Adada. Now
Um,
Kip Adada
yeah.
just passed this year.
Probably about 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago? Was it that
I
long
think
ago?
so. Time flies, man.
Yeah, I'm telling
Not
you.
even when you're having fun.
No, and
It flies.
when you're watching other people pass away, it's not fun at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
So now, like everything else in our world today, Comedy Day, the 40th anniversary, kind of hangs in the balance. It looks like
Yeah, it does. Unfortunately, yeah.
we're
Yeah.
waiting for word from Comedy Day if they're going to do it. Now, I'm on the board of directors. I can't say too much, but I know that there's been a lot of discussion. It's still early on, but we know that they're already starting to cancel like sporting events for the next year or so.
Yeah, I know. And then they're saying like this next wave in the fall, maybe a next wave of the coronavirus and stuff. And who's to say? I mean, like, unfortunately, it's up in the air.
Right. No, it is, and so I know we've been thinking about a lot of things. It's the 40th anniversary of Comedy Day, and so we've been
Yeah.
thinking about a lot of things, including having a comedy day streaming event was one of the discussions where we could have comedy day 39.5.
Yeah.
And so we stream some stuff from a club that is, only open to the comedians. We stream it live out to everyone, and then come back sometime, either next September or some other time,
and do the real one.
And do the real one, and do the 40th anniversary, and do it right. And so that kind of sounds like what they're kind of hinging on.
I think that would be the safest way, maybe, depending on what's going on. I mean, like you said, we'll find out. But that sounds, whatever's safe, man. We don't want to put the public in jeopardy or anything like that.
Well, yeah, look at what they did with 420. Look how many people they actually kept out of that meadow, out of Robin Williams meadow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the coverage, but there was nobody there. The only thing is that somebody snuck in like a day before and put a big peace sign at the crossroads at the little concrete right by the Janis Joplin tree. They did a big chalk peace sign. So, but otherwise they kept people out of there. And so at least we know that the park's being taken care of. There's going to be less people.
Maybe if we shot the people with UV rays in Robin Williams Meadows and had an inhaled bleach, we'd be all right. Here I am being political.
Yeah, just a little. But that's okay. So do you spend your days pretty much just with the ex-wife and the mother-in-law? And
well, right now I've been doing home projects. A lot of painting. I'm sure a lot of people have been.
Right.
Painting their houses. Now that the weather's getting better and kind of hot, working on the yard. Gonna start barbecuing.
Yes.
Kind of taking it easy. I got to relieve stress. So basically, that's where the alcohol comes in.
Yeah, and they say that we're supposed to relieve stress, but when you drink alcohol, it lowers your immune system. Check this out. So does stress. So I'm thinking we have to do it in moderation.
Pick your poison.
Pick your poison. Well, and I think you also have to maybe do it in moderation. It's like you don't need to be drunk every day, but you need to have a couple beers and be able to relax.
Comfortably numb.
I usually relax with a little bit of something a little bit more medicinal, as you can see. But
there you go.
I'm doing the Pineapple Express in.
See, I'm kind of old school. I don't have labels on my stuff.
You don't have labels on your stuff. Yeah, mine's just written in Sharpie. Yeah, mine comes straight from the farm. Mine's from farm to table.
Mine's farm to table. Nice. Mine's from Santa Cruz.
Yeah, so mine is from the Bay Area, and it's really nice. I have a couple different flavors here. I have Pineapple Express in honor of Rogan and Franco.
Nice.
I also have a little bit of, because I'm a geek, I have a little bit of Death Star.
Wow. Okay.
Gotta have the Death Star, right?
You know what? I have a story about that. I have a little connection with a little fashion statement from Star Wars.
Really?
I used to hang out with Jenny Oz, Frank Oz's sister.
Really?
Who was working on the Ewok series at the time. And I used to have this long braid. And if you look at some of my old pictures from Comedy Day, you'll see this long braid.
Right.
And then they put that into the Star Wars character of Anakin.
Really? Huh.
Not that much of a stretch.
No, but you think that really came from you?
Well, and I was really hairy at the time, too. So I'm thinking,
you were looking like a big Ewok.
I used to have long hair back then.
No, you still do, my brother. You still do, and you got it down and flowing.
This is just from the quarantine. I was like you before.
Yeah, you were like military ready. Sure, bullshit. Now we've known each other for about a decade. I know I started my stint with Comedy Day about a decade ago when I started doing comedy in the Bay Area, and we met. Now this last one, we all kind of sat down. Well, you guys were already sitting, but we all kind of had a shot together of some Jameson.
Yes, we did.
So I want you to pour your shot of Jameson and pretend like we're doing our thing. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. What is that, a camel shot glass?
Yes, it is.
Oh, and
It looks
he's
like a
he's
blender.
even got a little shade screen over him. There you
Ain't
go.
that something or another?
Click.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers to you. Mm. Yes. Ah.
Nice.
So, I'm going to miss this year if it doesn't happen.
Me too, because I've been doing it for so long. And, you know, I was thinking if they ever canceled, I was going to take a cruise. Probably not a good idea.
No. You know, I've never had the desire to take a cruise.
I always wanted to go to Alaska.
I wouldn't mind going to Alaska. I even wouldn't mind going to some of these ones like they do the Mexico cruises and stuff. I wouldn't mind doing that. It's just that damn boat would have to stop every day.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I like going to different places. And
I like going to different places, but I don't like being stuck in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I don't like that. That wouldn't be cool.
That's like being stuck in the sky, like going on a cruise on a plane.
Yeah.
We're going to go from San Francisco and stop off at every little state and, you know, walk off the
I was always wondering about the entertainment, though.
Walk back.
I kind of like the entertainment, though, because some of these cruises are pretty cool because they have like the rock cruises, you know,
all
some
the old rock bands that can't get
good.
gigs anywhere else.
Yeah. You know, I know some of the people that have been on them, so I ain't putting it down.
Oh, I'm not putting it down either. I tell you, if somebody hired me because
it's a good gig.
I've known a few people that have done cruise ships, and they love it.
Oh, the comedians. I mean, it's a hell of a gig for them, man.
It's food.
Everything's taken care of.
Yeah, it's room and board. It's food. It's travel.
Gratis,
and there's money.
Yeah. What a deal.
What a deal.
It's like a corporate, it's a total corporate gig.
It is a total corporate gig. Because if you say the wrong thing about the wrong person, you're fucked.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself come September. I guess, it's good. We got your little logo up, Jim.
No.
Don't worry. You're zooming it, my friend. Just at there you go.
Okay, I'm there.
I should almost do that too, because I'm about to smoke, and you guys, hey, kids, this is my little PSA.
I hate when that happens.
Hi, my name is Paul Brumbaugh. This is the PSA. Please don't smoke marijuana unless you know what the fuck you're doing. There you go.
Exactly.
So
I like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll tell you right now, and if people don't know my story, they should anyway. I was about 30 to 40 pounds heavier when I started comedy a decade ago. And when I first started comedy, I did a thing that a lot of comedians do, which is have a couple drinks, a little bit of liquid courage to get you up on the stage so that you can open up and relax. And so I had just gone through a bad surgery, had injuries, and they were also giving me pain pills. So they were giving me opioids, Norco, and stuff like that. And so if you even watch some of my early comedy, I talk about I used to go bobbing for Vicodin. And I would throw a couple Vicodins in the top of a glass of like vodka and Red Bull in a pint glass.
Oh, shit.
And I'd just go chasing them down. And so that was actually a joke of mine, but not a joke.
Not a joke.
Yeah, so I mean, I gained a lot of weight. I had a lot of problems. I became semi-addicted to opioids. And then I dropped it. I got rid of it. I stopped doing it. And I supplement with cannabis.
That's better.
Yeah, I'd rather smoke cannabis than...
And you're here, man.
Yeah, right?
You're here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I think in 2019, 75,000 people died of opioid overdoses in America. You guys can check that number, but it's somewhere around there.
I was never a pill guy.
Huh?
I was never a pill guy. I loved cocaine. Well, I'm a little bit older than you, I believe. So, cocaine was my thing.
I did cocaine in the 80s.
I love Quaaludes.
Quaaludes. You must be a little bit older than me. So, my brother, that's 5 years older than me, that was his group of people.
They were fun, and that's why they got rid of them. Yep.
Taking a lewd or dropping a lewd.
And that's why they got rid of them, because they were so much fun.
They were
Mother's
so much
Little
fun.
Helpers. Yeah.
Mother's Little Helper. as Mick Jagger would say.
Exactly.
But so yeah, I know that I wasn't really a pill guy either. But when I was in so much pain, and that was the only thing that was satisfying it, and then I was already having a couple drinks anyway, it just snowballed, and I became I don't know if I was morbidly obese, but I'm already a heavy guy. I'm 6'6" and I weigh 225 currently. But I was
You know
weighing
what? Bless your heart, because I'm only 6 feet and I weigh about 240.
Yeah, I was weighing about 265.
But I got a really big cock. I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, that's funny. That's what they say about porn stars. You know, they lose 10 pounds from their cock when on film.
It's the cameras.
It's the cameras. It's funny because I did a short porno. And yeah, my penis definitely, the camera did not do it justice. Lost 5 inches.
You'd be huge in Thailand.
Yeah.
You'd be huge in Thailand.
I am huge in Thailand. That's where the term Bangkok came from, my friend.
Hello. And that's why it's dangerous.
Lady. All right. So, how are you? Other than dealing with the mom-in-law and the ex-wife,
Yeah.
what else are you doing to pass your time? So you're
painting.
You're painting.
I'm in the restaurant business. Yeah.
But you're painting.
I've been a bartender for 30 years. And now I'm tired of drunks. I'd rather be one than serve them, and
Yes,
so
sir.
I'd rather be like a server, a waiter, and I love people. So, and I love having fun, and that's my way of bringing people to laugh every day.
Right.
And I haven't been able to do that. I mean, I wanted to be a comedian, but I have anxiety problems in front of parties over 20. And so been trying to get over that, and I don't like to take pills, like I said. So so I like to make people laugh and have a good time.
Well, and I can totally relate to that, because my day job was being a cashier, and as being a comedian at a major a major supermarket, which I can say now, I don't fucking care. It was Safeway.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Safeway. I hope you get tagged in this thing right now. That's why I'm smoking pot. It's fucking Safeway.
There you go.
Made me stressed. That was my way of entertaining. I did things with my customers, and I entertained them so much. We had some of the longest lines at my Safeway, but people would actually go to my line because they wanted to be entertained.
There you go.
And so people would wait in longer, the next checker or whatever. Oh, I can take you over here, ma'am. And they're like, no, I'm staying right here. And
you had regulars.
Right. And I literally, that's how you were just talking about anxiety, and that's why you wouldn't become a comedian. That's the reason that's the only reason I have to be a comedian.
Well, see, I talked to Robin about that once, and Robin Williams, and he said that he used that energy.
Yeah.
That energy of being insecure and everything, and he brought it, and then he would just like use it.
Well, one of the things
I can't.
And one of the things I actually asked him was very similar. I go, you still get kind of jitters or stage fright? And he goes, yeah. He goes, the moment I don't do that, I probably won't be doing this as a job.
Yeah. He told me the same. He's told me the same. He's like, he always did.
Right.
And I fortunately I was able to work with him as his security for many years, because of Comedy Day, and I was very fortunate.
Do you have any little stories you want to share about Robin? I know that I got to interact with him, or I got to interact with him about 4 or 5 times.
I got to sit on the lawn with him and Bobcat and Whoopi. Wow. And I was like the fly on the wall, and just to hear them talk and stuff. And then he had to use the restroom, so I got to go with him to the porta potty, and then after he came back, I heard a story about you in Awakenings, and how he broke De Niro's nose. And he goes, yeah, he goes actually what I did is there's a wrestling scene that he had with him, and he actually fixed his nose. when he elbowed him or forearmed him in the face.
So he had De Niro had a previous break
from Raging Bull.
From Raging Bull.
Yeah,
and Robin kind of corrected it.
Yes, he did.
Re-broke it and set it in the right place with one shot.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool, considering he was a doctor in that film.
How did he know?
Yeah, how did he know? So
I know.
I there's so many different things I could say about Robin Williams. All I know is my life was better by any of the interactions I had with the man.
Me too. And I'm sure there's thousands of people out there that have the same feeling about that.
You know, everybody I've ever met that has met him, they've never said, "Oh, you know, he brushed me off or didn't say anything."
He was so respectful, man. He was so respectful.
Oh my God, he was such a normal person, and he was so quiet when the microphone wasn't on.
Exactly.
He was really soft-spoken.
A lot of people would ask me about that, and it's like, was he always like that? And it's like, can you always be like that? No way.
Nope.
He was very, very just like, he loved his family, loved his fans, loved his people around him. He was a good man.
I mean, the last time I saw him was at a club. It was a club he hadn't performed in 30 years. It used to be the old Holy City Zoo, which was owned by Debbie and Will Durst.
Yeah.
And it was basically the starting point for a lot of these comedians that we talk about today, like the ones just talked about, Bobcat and Whoopi and stuff.
Oh no, yeah, but there's so many more. I mean, it's like it's
so
amazing.
Many more. Rob Schneider. I can just keep going. There's so many people.
Oh no,
Dana
I know.
Carvey. There's Ellen
Slayton.
DeGeneres.
I mean, there's like so many people.
A. Whitney Brown. I can just keep going. So last time I saw him, it was at a place called Dirty Tricks, which was the old Holy City Zoo. And after he did his set, he hadn't performed there in 30 years, and you could tell he was kind of just looking at the place going, "Oh my God, deja vu, I can't believe I'm here." And so he did a set, and it was great. Even he at one point, he dropped the microphone, and it fell on the ground, and everybody's like, "Oh," and he made a joke about that. Matter of fact, after this interview, I'm going to play that. I'm going to play the set that he did at Dirty Tricks, guys. So if you guys want to see this, all you have to do is finish watching this interview. And what we want you to do is we want you to go to Central California Food Bank. That's right, Central California Food Bank. It's at 4010 East Amendola Drive in Fresno. They're open every day from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m., that's the food bank. That's Jim's local food bank and pantry. Give to those people. All of our artists that I interview, they either have something they want to hawk or somewhere you guys need to give to. If you guys got $1, give $1. Please do it.
It helps, man.
Yeah, that's it.
It helps.
It does. Central California Food
Especially
Bank.
Especially right now.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. And these guys are open every day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday, so give to them. They're open from 6 to 4, and we want to see that donation. Tell them the Edge sent you. Tell them the Edge and Jim Tomlinson sent you there, okay? We want to know that something got to these guys. But, after this, I'm actually going to show that set. That set is unseen.
That's cool.
It's only about 5 or 7 minutes, but after he performed that, he got off stage. He walked over to us because we were in a group of 4. It was Robin Williams, his friend, and then 2 other friends of mine. So I guess it was 5 of us. And we're all kind of standing there and we're discussing. And he kind of looked at us and he looked at his one friend that he came with and he said, "You know what?" And he looks at his watch and he goes, "I think we better do this now." And I was thinking, oh, he wants to slip out so he can get the hell out of here. And not everybody's going to mob him. But he was actually looking at it and going, okay, it's whatever it was, 9:15, 10:15, whatever time it was. And he goes, well, there's 150 people in this bar. When I walk out, everybody's going to follow me. And I'm going to have to say hi to 150 people and take pictures with them. And so that's going to take me a better part of 40 minutes.
Wow.
And that's what he did. He literally walked out. The entire bar just emptied. Right behind him. Whoever was on stage probably walked off and followed him.
How do well, you have to follow that.
Right. And so the person goes outside, or he goes outside, and everybody goes, and he stood there, and he said hello to everybody. He took pictures with everybody. He shook hands with everybody.
He's amazing, man. He was amazing. I mean, I still can't believe that he's gone. It's like it destroyed so many people. I mean, just imagine what he would have to say now during all this.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
you wonder what a lot of these people would say this. I think about George Carlin. I think about Richard Pryor. I think about
Robin Richard Carlin
Williams.
Didn't want to wash his hands.
Right, because he didn't fucking care about germs. Fucking germs.
Unless he got shit on his hands.
Unless he got shit on his hands, and that was 2 or 3 times tops during the holidays.
He didn't give a shit, man.
Tops 2 or 3 times during the
holidays.
You
want to piss off, man.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, I remember that. That was from his things. It was a second track of We're All Diseased. First one was about fucking angels, and then the second or third one is about germs and how he used to swim in the Hudson River.
I think the people that they give it the 20-second rule are going to live longer. We eat dirt. We do. I guess I confessed. I'm a 20-second ruler. I'll do it. I drop my pizza. I might even just wait a couple extra seconds. I'll pick it up and eat it.
Yeah, he even has that. That's part of his thing. He could drop something. He could drop something on the busiest part of Calcutta or something and pick it up off the floor.
See that I couldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, you wonder how some of these people would have dealt with it. Now they dealt with it in different ways. You know that I have his brother on my show every week, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I know his daughter.
Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly's sweet.
Comedy.
So you were talking about a fly on the wall. I'll tell you my short little story, and then we'll probably end this off, guys. I want to make sure that you guys make sure to give you that Central California food bank in Fresno. But the one story that I remember, you just reminded me of it, and I can't remember what story I'm going to tell. Isn't that funny? And I haven't smoked pot yet.
Fly on the wall, sitting around with people.
Oh yeah, so I'm at Kelly Carlin's show. She personally invited me to Throckmorton. She's from LA, but she did a one-person show. It's called Carlin Home Companion, and it was about her life with her father. And it was a one-woman show. It was about an hour and a half long. They had an intermission in the middle. I went out to the little lobby at Throckmorton, sat down at this little table that's right across from the snack bar right outside the green room. Little two-top, you're literally, it's like about 2-foot table. It's a little cocktail table. Yeah. So I'm sitting there by myself, and who walks up? Mort Saul.
Mort Saul's great, man.
Fucking Mort Saul sits down next to me and goes, "Do you mind if I sit?" And I go, "No, not at all. How you doing, Mort?" And he goes, "Good." He goes, "What do you think?"
Did you ask him if he had a newspaper?
Yeah, I know, right? So then he goes, "How's it going? How you enjoying the show?" And I go, "Oh, it's great. It's really neat. I'm a Carlin addict, and so I'm really enjoying this so far. I can't wait for the second part." And then I just sat there. I didn't realize that that's his table. I guess that's his table they put there for him.
You know what? I don't think that he lives anywhere else. I think that Lucy gave him the place there in the Throck.
In the Throck?
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Lucy's beautiful. Lucy Mercer, everybody. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like going, I'm just right fucking next to Mort Saul. And I'm geeking out inside my head. I'm freaking out and all these things I want to talk to him about. And then all of a sudden, Robin comes over. Robin comes over and kind of bends into us, and he goes, "What do you think about how she ended that? Right before the intermission?" And what it was is she was telling a story about when she was a little kid and they were living in New York City, and her mom and George were decorating the tree. And she goes, "Oh, well, this is really a beautiful tree, this and that." Realized it afterwards, now that she's older, they were decorating a pot plant. And that was the Christmas tree. And she was talking about how she felt like she was the parent and they were the kids. And that's how she left it. That's how she left it. And then it's like intermission. And so Robin's talking to Mort about this, and I'm right there. And I just kind of, every once in a while he's looking at me and I'm smiling and I'm just kind of nodding. Yeah, I agree. And so I listened to their conversation, and then that was like the second or third time that I had interaction with him, and he was just really nice. I was like, oh, hey, would you like to sit? Here, let me give you, and, let me get, and I'm thinking I got to get the hell out of here, let them sit together. Yeah. He goes, no, I'm going to grab a beer. Do you want something? And I don't even think he was grabbing a beer. He ended up grabbing water or something, but.
Yeah.
But anyway, really nice guy. Really.
Moosehead.
Was it a Moosehead? Was that?
Yeah.
That was the drink. Remember Moosehead beer? Man, I loved Moosehead.
That was in '86.
That was in '86 when Moosehead was actually happening from Canada. So we need to see each other when this all ends. You know that, right?
I would love this. That would be great.
Cool.
That would be great. So are you in Marin or where? No,
right now I'm in Hayward. I'm based out of Redwood City, so I'm basically both sides of the bay.
I had my ex-wife worked in Redwood City at Barney Steele's, right off of Whipple.
Yeah. Whipple. Oh my gosh, that goes back.
Yeah.
Barney Steele's restaurant. Wow. Yeah. I remember that.
I got stories about that place too.
Oh yeah, because that was the hangout for a long time. That was the place.
For the Niners. Yeah, for the 49ers.
For the 49ers. So we need to do this again. I really appreciate our conversation. I'm glad that you and everyone is doing well on your side.
You too.
And you'll have to definitely join us again. Guys, don't go away. I'm going to play that clip from Robin Williams from Dirty Tricks. If you get me in trouble, I'm going to get you in trouble. So don't tell them I showed you guys this, but we're going to be doing this. And again, Jim Tomlinson, everybody, give it up for Jim. Definitely give to Central California Food Bank in Fresno. They're helping out everybody there.
And keep in tune for a comedy day. Find out what's going on with there, and then if you can make it out there.
Yeah, and absolutely, and we'll definitely catch up with you before then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. Definitely. I really appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, you too, Paul. You take care, man.
Absolutely. And hey, guys, here's that video I promised you. A little bit of Robin Williams from Dirty Tricks in San Francisco.
I drink to blackout, which is basically saying I would fuck a hobbit if you were there. Oh my God, this is so weird. I got Fred Willard. This is okay. Why is there a curtain? What the fuck is this? Well, for the stone people, they see themselves in infinite. Wrong mirror. Thank you, our telethon is working. Please help. Fuck, you were talking about weed. I can't smoke weed. I just get like, one of the ladies going, oh, how sad. Before I do that, I thought the whole thing about Chick-fil-A, rather than boycott Chick-fil-A, let's open a gay fast food restaurant called Cocksuckers. Let's do it. Come on down to Cocksuckers. It'll be an incredible thing. Come on down and get our big basket right there. The wonderful Butch basket. It's 2 thighs covered in curly fries. And a creamy dipping sauce. Let's do it. Come on down to Cotton Hunky Tuesday at Cocksuckers. Come on down. Get a couple of thousand. Get in there and get a big old cockle-doo. That's our motto. A cockle-doo. Come on down to the big beef market. Here we go. Now, people are just texting. We're like, mother. Have a moment without it. You can take a picture, but fucking have a moment that's right now. For old times' sake, before people are like, hi, I'm an incidental tourist. I'm taking. I have to film this because I don't want to fucking remember what actually happened. Children, remember! Hold on, fucking payback's a bitch. Let's do this.
I was telling my friends here on stage so they think I was cool, you know?
They're just gonna think, what an asshole. So you're telling them, you're here, they're not, they're going, fuck you, man. That's what's fucked about streets. do is I have a new application for my phone. It's called a moral GPS. The girl you're texting is the same age as your daughter. Reroute. This is a motherfucking drug, admit it. It's a crackberry. It is. It's just like, if this thing breaks down, it's like, oh, fuck! Oh, God, I don't know what to do! I have to actually make eye contact. Fuck! Who are you? I'm your daughter. Shit! Where did you come from? I've been here all along. What? Oh, we've been texting the whole time. Oh, fuck. Christ, oh my God. No, no, put it away. Stephen, you're here. Earl's here. Fuck it. Oh my God, all we need is one other person to walk in. I'm going, no, this is a bad time warp. This is not the old Coke deal. The Coke was so bad. Was it stepped on? No, it was jogged on. All of a sudden you take one hit, and all of a sudden your asshole goes. Somewhere there's a baby going, you have my laxative, asshole. How you doing? Real good, real fucking good, real good. God damn. The pot, even the pot back then, packed the pot, the old soup pot was just like, oh God, let's go to Toy Boat, I'm okay now. And back then it's like, where are you in Toy Boat? Just go to Toy Boat going, yeah, that'd be great. The green one? The multi, whatever it is. Can I just have a sample just to taste it? Ah! Fuck, that's Rocky Road, isn't it? The pot that they have now is like cartoon pot. The moment you it's like, be afraid, be very, very afraid. And all I can do when I smoke pot is basically, I just laugh. I just go, and being a comic and laughing all the time is like being a porn actor who farts. How you doing? Yo, girl, I'm gonna give it to you. Nothing. Yeah, all night long. One thing I do remember taking magic mushrooms? Yeah. I mean, here, what's magic about it? It's an ordinary hand. Please stop filming me, sir, please. With your little fucking zip camera, please.
That's a Gail.
It's a lady.
That's Gail.
It's me.